Welcome back to another reaction video. Yes, sir. Alright, man, today we got something slight today. Not too much pressure on the gas, but let's just a little bit for you, just a little bit. We got Watch America, the humanoid robot is first public demo. Now, if you all see our robot, y'all with Will Smith, y'all know how this gonna turn out, man. They gonna make some robots. They're gonna be good for about 2 or 3 years. After over time, something in their system gonna corrupt it and they're gonna take over the world. It's just that simple. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And my thing is, I be thinking, y'all don't see the scenario movies that's be coming out and y'all just still tend to make things in that nature. You feel me? Like y'all making robots and y'all had not seen our robot. But it's none of my business. None of my business. So we're gonna get straight to it. We're gonna get straight to it, man. Let's see how these robots and realistic are they. We're finna see. Oh, wait. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. I always tell everybody, whatever reactions you want me to react to, comment in my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you want to see me more bangers. And like the comment if you're feeling the video. Let's get to it.
You might have seen a video doing the rounds of a grey robot that looks ultra lifelike. Is it real? Is it fake? Well, at CES 2022, Amica the robot was on show, and let me tell you, the experience of interviewing this robot was very uncanny.
I'm not gonna lie, from our robot to this, they got like more of our features, you know, they look more like us, just in a metal form. This thing blinking and all kinds of stuff, man. I don't know how this gonna turn out.
So Morgan, tell me, you've got Amica there next to you. This is a very lifelike robot. Why would you design a robot that looks so human?
Yeah, well, the main use case for a humanoid robot right now is for entertainment, is for communication.
He just smiling, grinning like, yeah, it's gonna be my time. My time coming. He probably plotting right now. He just in there grinning too.
It's for interaction with other people. Amica is the pinnacle of what we can do, but it's still not exactly like a human. But we didn't want to make it look exactly like a human. We wanted to make it look like a robot. It's the vision of what humans see humanoid robots in the future. You've seen all of the films. They all look like this.
I did not murder him!
So we designed something around what we see, we envisage robots, humanoid robots to be in the future.
And how do you create those really human expressions?
And can I say, Our Robot is one of the best movies that Will Smith ever made, in my opinion. That's my top one. Other than Bad Boys, Our Robot is the top one Will Smith ever made. Like, he snapped on that one. He snapped. But these robots looking too real, man. Too real. They looking too real for me, man. But I don't know who actually made them, but they did good. On a positive note, they looking good. They looking more official. But would I buy one? Would I go to sleep and wake up and that thing staring at me telling me, do I want dinner today? Do I want to go out for a walk? Is I'm ready for work? No. I don't want that thing just sitting there glowing in the dark, staring at me while I sleep. No way, it couldn't be me.
I mean, looking at Amica, responding to you, there's little movements of eyebrows, if you can call them eyebrows. How did you actually build the robot to look so human with those expressions?
Well, what we do is we first look at a real human. It's what we call animation first. So what does a real human do? How do they move?
He built it.
And then we take that animation and we design mechanics around it. So the mechanics can only do what a human can do. Yeah, see, she whacked me. Once we've got that, then it's quite easy to automate those expressions because whatever the mechanics do looks lifelike. So Amica's got quite a few motors in its head, but we can see Amica going through some facial expressions now, opening her mouth. A big wide smile is one of the things that we want Amica to do. So big smile, Amica.
It's only one way I will honestly only get this, like get a type of robot like this, if they made it for like a protection way. Like instead of me going out buying like a gun or anything for my home, I get one of these bad boys. I get like 3. I get a house, you feel me? 3 of them. One on first floor, another one for the living room area, and another one to stay outside, you know, watch around. And they guard. Like it's like a little guard dog. But then again, it's kind of risky because you never know how that could turn out. Cause their job could be, their job could be protect your house and everything. What if that job switch over and they want to attack you for some reason, you know? Cause they got comfortable with attacking anybody that's coming to your house. So what if they get comfortable attacking you for something they don't like you telling them to do? So like I said, man, these robots, they're not human, they're not us. So there's no telling how or what they really going on in a metal brains, you know? So we're gonna see what happens. Whenever they release this, we're gonna see what happens. But take my word, our robot is not lying. These movies don't lie. These TV shows don't lie. We all seen the systems. We all seen it. And everything they said is true. Everything came to life. So we gotta open our eyes, man.
Lovely. Very thoughtful.
Where would we kind of see this robot Amica out in the wild?
This is mainly probably service robotics. So the actual interaction with humans, moving around in a human space, that's going to come in the future. Well, I'm talking probably 10 years before you're actually going to see something like this walking amongst us.
Are you expecting in, say, 10, 20 years from now that we could see Amica robots walking, running, dancing, climbing? Are they going to start looking like Boston Dynamics robots that can run across a field at speed? I'm asking and also almost afraid of the answer here.
So this is why we created the artificial body. And the artificial body is a human-like form that everyone can relate to and everyone can interact with without having to look through a user manual.
So what kind of level of artificial intelligence have you baked in terms of the communication capabilities and Amica understanding and responding, even speaking to you?
So there's some...
That is so raw, like how somebody can create something like this though, like another human, but in a metal form. I still think to this day that is so amazing. Like it's crazy. It's very, very crazy. Honestly, I think like for the United States, when they make stuff like this, it'll be perfect for the army. I think they should only use this for like army use or army bases, because it's like if this thing turn on us, that can go bad. But if it's only for the army people, it can turn on the people that's we fighting against and go for them as their job as they're supposed to do, And then I feel like it'll save a lot of the people that's in the army lives, It get them a better chance. I feel like this should be like the first wave. So whoever go back in war, this should be like the first wave. They send the robots out. And then if they somehow take over all the robots, then they send our people in to do the rest, But that's just my opinion.
Artificial intelligence, and most of the artificial intelligence at the minute that is on Amica is revolving around the vision system. So Amica does actually have a camera in each of its eyes, so it can see what's going on. So it can detect people, it can track their face, it can detect other objects, such as my finger. It can follow my
Another
finger
robot just
around.
smiling too.
I can wave at it, and then it can see it move backwards then.
What did you kind of think of the internet's response to Amica?
It's the emotion and
It's
how
following
it moves,
his hand.
the emotion that you get out of the face. Suddenly, that just sparked something.
You seen it push back?
Social media universe, and we were incredibly surprised that overnight it became a sensation. We got 24 million views on one Twitter post, and Elon Musk even commented on that post. So incredible response, and we're at CES right now. This is the first time this has been shown off in public, and we're expecting to be very busy showing off Amica.
How do you think humans respond to something when it's a bit like them, but it's still got that uncanny element?
What we found was when you try and make it look ultra-lifelike, so our other Mesmerline, it looks a bit more sinister because it's right in the uncanny valley. But actually, when we created Amica, we pulled it backwards out of the uncanny valley because it looks less human, because it's plastic, because it's metal, and because it's of grey skin. It's suddenly, oh, hello, people seem to respond to that quite positively, and people like this much more than they liked the ultra-realistic robots that we also do.
When you're demoing Amica, what are some of your favorite things to do to kind of show the power of that interaction and just how impressive those lifelike features are?
Yes, as we've demonstrated, the reacting to personal space, but we
Everybody
can also
said
talk
you touching me a
Amica.
little
So I
bit
can
too
say,
much, man.
Hello, Amica.
A little
how
bit
are
too
you?
much. He done back from the red thing. He said you touching me a little bit too much, man. I don't know if you're clean or you're dirty.
We've created
Bag it up.
Amica, so it's more lifelike than any other robot. The shoulder movements are just like human movements. You have movements in the center as well as out at the shoulder. And that actually means
Graphics on that.
instead of hitting me, Amica can move a hand all the way up to the side of her head.
I'm interested to know maybe how the robot is finding Vegas or CES.
How are you finding Las Vegas and CES?
Well, as a robot, I actually don't feel anything at all. But if I did feel, I would feel happy to be here.
Do you see a robot like this becoming an accepted part of our lives? Do you see it maybe being something I might ask a question of at the airport, or would I have an Amica robot in my home helping me out?
So most of the use cases for this will be the interaction. So yes, in the airport, that's a great use case because you can either have many, many humans, or you can have many humans and many robots. And you can have that interaction in the same way. Having it in your home is probably not something that's going to happen in the near future. A robot like this can do many tasks, just like a human. But there are other robots that you can get that will do those tasks a lot better because they're designed for the job and a lot cheaper, and you can get them today. So why would you buy a humanoid robot that will probably cost more than your house? Maybe in the future, maybe in 50 years time. But I'm going to say right now, I don't think you'll have one of these in your home in the next decade.
What does it feel like to work on something that's had such a huge response and to be
I wonder what the robot is
at that
thinking right
bleeding
now.
edge of
I mean,
robotics?
she just
Is it
looking all
something
over
you
the
tell your
place.
mates down in the pub
What is
that
you
you're
looking
working
at?
on a robot that could one day be the future of society in robotics?
It's a fantastic thing to do. It's a fantastic technology to be a part of developing. And I hope over the next 10 years we can continue innovating and continue to spark people's imagination and continue with this social media sensation. So everyone actually then knows who Amica is.
Thank you for the interview.
Anytime.
So you just hear from him. He said these will not be in our homes in the next decade, so a long time. So I wonder what they're gonna use them for then, because it seems like they already made in like they done. So what they gonna be doing? Just sit in a storage room, put up? You know what? Now that I think about it, that's what happened to our robot. You remember when Will Smith was trying to find a dude, and he was in a room. He was in a storage, like a storage warehouse. There was a lot of robots that was never used. They was just standing in there. And eventually they got tech with, and they all became evil and started killing everybody. So it's gonna be the same. I'm telling you, it's gonna be the same thing. They're gonna have a warehouse full of these thing robots, and eventually something gonna happen for them to overcome what they're doing, and they're gonna break out and they're gonna start going crazy. Watch. I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
Time. All right, tell me what you think about Amica the robot. Totally freaked out, or is it really, really cool? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're here, make sure you subscribe. We have plenty more weird and wonderful tech just like this. Well, maybe not just like this.
You're walking, and you don't always realize it, but you're always falling. With each step, you fall forward slightly, and then catch yourself from falling. Over and over, you're falling, and then catching yourself from falling. And this is how you can be walking and falling at the same time.
I understand none of she just said or what she was talking about, but just hearing her voice is creepy as that. Let alone her voice already creepy. Like, I don't know, man. We don't know what the future gonna bring us, man. We just gotta live through it and try to survive through it. That's it with this video today, guys. If y'all liked the video, don't forget to give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment what more reaction videos y'all want me to react to. Let me know in the comments what y'all feel about this. How y'all feel about having robots in y'all living rooms? How y'all feel about having a robot waking your kid up, telling him to get up, let's go to school? I don't feel right about it. Anyway, I'm finna be in the room going crazy, and a robot sitting there watching me, telling me, do I need condoms? No, leave the room, get out. Okay, so that's all we got for today, man. Catch y'all in this vid. We out.
Baby, let it rip. I ride no dickies, hard